How you going, guys? Thought I would make a video of this. The only video to get 30,000 views is this truck here, which I can understand. Yeah, no, it is a completely custom build. Nothing's really happened since that video. I think everything shows it off. I understand it's not a very good video. It's just pictures. When I was building it, I wasn't interested in YouTube or making videos. I just wanted pictures. For me, that was enough. But I thought I better just do a video now. I'm not sure what I can show you. If I'm going to show you whatever I can think of right now. If anyone wants to know anything else, leave a comment. I will either get back to you or make another video with all the different comments. But yeah, it's obviously it's a Daihatsu 4-track. It was basically a stock one when I had it. Got it up here and the thing was gutless the entire time. Even now, I've wound the pump up, done the turbo, I've done everything I can. This thing is still gutless. I'm assuming it's to do with I think the engine's been cooked and I think it's weak because of that. But we're not going to worry about it. It's probably for the best because I don't trust that transfer box that is under there. The transfer box that's under there is not the strongest. You can see just there, I think it's just there, is the custom crossbar for it. Yeah, with a weak engine, it helps, you know, stop breaking the transfer box or the prop. The prop shaft ain't a problem, but the yeah, the transfer box is my biggest concern. You can see it under there. I might as well show you. There's no point in me not showing you. Whole point of the video. You can see it under there. See if I can get a bit of a better focus on it. I think that's the bottom prop shaft. You can see how it goes along there into that aluminium adapter, which allows me to bolt it into the. I can't really see. I'm hoping you can see. Yeah, bugger. There you go. It goes into just the output of the Daihatsu transfer box. Obviously, that one is a Suzuki Jimny transfer box. It was my best option. It was my best option to get a transfer box in there, as it was cheap. It was about £200. The prop shafts, I think they cost me another £250, £300. I probably spent £400 on props, because I did have to buy a new one for the rear, because the one I got, the fucking the double cardan and the double cardan joint had some play in it, so I've had to replace the double cardan joint, which I will show. I'll see if I can see through this hole. I don't know if you can. No, you can't see fuck all through this thing. What about if I do that? No, you can't see anything. Alright then. It's really annoying. Okay, I'll see if I can find a picture of the double cardan joint. At least then you'll know what the case is. But yeah, the UJ had some play, and I went up the road, up the track, and I heard this almighty knocking noise every time I went to go slow down. You know, so the axles were driving the gearbox. There was this almighty knocking, and I found it was that UJ was not the UJ, the centre bearing of the double cardan was knocking. Anyway, new joint, sorted that problem. As I was trying to say earlier is, so stock truck. If I put the camera about there, you can see how the axle on that is in the exact same place it was. Nothing's changed. And then all I've done is weld an extra chassis on. Actually, you'll see pictures in the other video. I'll put pictures now showing me lifting the red Daihatsu. Shame I wrecked that truck, but it happened. And that chassis is now under here. To join it, I literally just put it under the factory chassis of the truck ends here. The light mounts would be about here, and then that was it. And I literally just chopped off the chassis, tucked it underneath there. There is some 50mm box section here. Again, I'll get a picture up when I was doing it. That's in there, and then I welded this plate both sides of the chassis so it can't go anywhere. To me, that seemed like the most logical option. It was the strongest option. Obviously, there's no flex, but to me, that's a good thing. So it's probably not the best idea, but it's good enough for what I want. It is just a toy. I don't do anything with it. If it snows, I will take it out on a snow video. A, because I'll find it fun, and B, people enjoy watching it. But yeah, no, the chassis itself, really easy to make. You just need 2 4-tracks. That's all you need. As long as you've got 2 4-tracks, this is an easy build. You just chop the back of the cab off like every other single cab, not single, every other single cab, every other converted truck you ever see. Chop the back off, literally just weld some sheet steel in the back here. It's just 2 panels, but I'm pretty sure you can, it's all out of one piece of 8x4. I think this is 2mm, but you could do 3. I would prefer 3mm if I was doing it again. On my other vehicles I did 3mm. It's a lot smarter, thicker, and then I believe there's some box section. You can't see it, I don't think, but behind that bit of carpet I stuck to it, there is some box section there, just as an extra support that goes along that seam there, so it allows you to join these 2 bits together. And also then if something ever happens, that ain't gonna collapse on you because the box section's there. After that, so that is still just making just a single cab. When you actually want to get around to doing the 6-wheel job, really easy. Get another chassis, you cut all the light mounts off the back. Takes you maybe an hour with not even an hour with a plasma cutter, and then you get this part of the chassis, cut it off. It was about, what's that, 6 inches, about 6 inches in front of the very front of that mount, at a guess. You can judge where to cut roughly. It's not too important. You cut it wherever, and then you just tuck it underneath. And you tuck it underneath, and I might be able to show you this one. Hold on. You can see there, just there. That there is the towing toe plate. The toe plate, yeah, that's the toe plate, and I've welded it. It butts up perfectly to the cross member, and so just up there, I've welded all along the top of their solid. So that cross member is actually being held in place by that bit of plate. At least then it gives you a very accurate measurement going from there. Let me come to the back here. It's that plate there. This plate here, the cross member is butted along that line there, and I've just welded all along there to give it a nice solid cross member essentially. But yeah, so chop off the chassis there, shove it in up to the cross member, bit of 50mm box in there, that sorts that jobby out, and then just weld it solid. That's it. Fuel tank, it's got the factory one in the back, and I've just run some longer lines. I was able to use the lines that, yeah, the truck I had some rubber hose in it already, so I just added it to it. That wasn't a problem. Brake pipes, you just put a T-piece. I'm thinking the T-piece, yeah, the T-piece you can see just there. That's the T-piece. That then allows it basically just to spread the brakes going to this axle. It puts one pipe going along to that whole axle as well. So that means all 6 wheels being braked. You got fuel. They're the 2 main things. After that, it's just a 6-wheel drive. That was a lot more complicated, but quite simple. It's just time consuming, I think, at the end of it. Not like I just contradicted myself, but yeah, I used a Toyota Hilux prop shaft, if I remember correctly. If I can find out what it was, I'll put it what it was, literally just here. That there is what the Hilux was I took. That's that prop shaft, and then I used a Suzuki Jimny prop shaft just to go to the bottom one. I might be able to show you. But in there, it shows you that prop shaft there. In the bottom is, the front half is Jimny, back half is 4-track, and then that Toyota Hilux prop shaft, which I have no chance of even showing you right now. I got a picture here. Yeah, that's just literally, I just swapped the pipes around. There was no lengthening or shortening, it was just swapping pipes out the 4-track prop into that prop and moving it all about till it fitted. Worked really well. Used the lathe. May have photos of that. If I do, I'll put them here. Yeah, but use the lathe to run that, you know, to machine that so it was a nice fit inside the pipe. I'll even show you my lathe setup so I can use it at the field. We've fitted a Kubota GS200 engine, I believe, to it. Put a pulley on it, we've made a frame up because the motor on it was too weak. It used a lot of power. In the end, we decided it was smarter just to put an engine on there. You fill it up and it has all the torque and horsepower you'd ever need. But anyway, prop shafts, the transfer box, that's another thing. I got pictures I can very quickly show you here. Yeah, it's not a difficult job, it's just time consuming. Would I do another? Yeah, I would. I can't see a reason why not to. It's quite a fun little project. It's not one of a kind at this moment in time. This is a one-of-a-kind vehicle, because as far as I know, all the other 6-wheelers which are in Indonesia, which I'm sure plenty of Indonesian people will leave comments, as these videos cater mostly to them. Obviously, because the Daihatsus are they're a bit like a Mercedes G-Wagon, I think, over there. They're quite they're just an awesome truck, you know. And over there they got quite a few 6-wheelers. I don't know if they're factory or not. I'm hoping someone could tell me. I wouldn't have said they're factory, but I might be wrong. Please leave it in the comments if they are factory. Yeah, but this particular one, as far as I know, is one of a kind, because I've used an independent truck. So it's still got torsion bars on the front. It's got coil springs on the back. The only problem with the coil springs is they're not the strongest. I would like to put airbags into it, like I did in my white truck, which I've never actually shown you a video of the white truck properly. I might have a video of it blowing up the bags here. I might be wrong. I think I got a video of it blowing the bags up and down. Yeah, I've thought about putting those airbags in this truck. Probably not. There's no point. It's just a show vehicle, this thing. The most weight I had in the back was when I took a load of crap from the garage when I was building the camper, which sadly I sold, but I was having no fun with it in the end. It was fun, you know, it was fun, but I lost interest in it. That was the problem. It's gone now. I'm assuming it went to a loving home. The guy seemed quite enthusiastic. I don't know what's happened. All I know, it went down to Cornwall. This is as much as I know about the truck. No, it's a fun build, this thing. It could be a fun. It was my first proper project I ever did, and it was a very, very, very fun project as well. The bed is just a simple, I think, 8x5.5 foot bed, so it's a nice decent sized bed. There's a steering column out of the F77. No, but this thing, I built the bed all myself. It's all box section and checker plate. Works well. I would never do checker plate again because it makes this horrible racket. Hang on. Hey, whenever you makes a horrible noise whenever you drag stuff over it, because the checker plate makes it jumping up and down. But yeah, no, this thing is a real fun project. I would like to change the lights, like I think I said in the previous video, but there's no point. It's just a bit of a project. It's a bit of fun. If we get snow, I will make a video on it in the snow. And if I break the transfer box, well, I break the transfer box. It's not the end of the world. I'll just have to get another transfer box. I'm pretty sure that is the weakest link right now, is that transfer box, because the Jimny one I've used is a 1-to-1 ratio. It's out of the newer ones, 2006 onwards, I think, until 2018 or whenever they stopped building that particular Jimny. Because the transfer box is 1-to-1, so I was able to use one of the outputs as an input and move the prop about. Worked really well. Just a very weak box. But it was a cheap, it was a cheap job. Did the job well. It still is. I've used it now and again for, moving trees about. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to say, but if there's anything you want me to show you, just ask, and I will make another video on the list of stuff people want to see. I'm sure a lot of people are going to ask about the driveline. I haven't got a ramp. I've got no access to a ramp anymore to be able to show you what's underneath there. All I can do is rely on the photos that are coming up now to show you exactly the situation. Like the driveline, I just can't show you. All I can do is shove the camera in here. I'm trying to see what's going on. So this is the top prop shaft, that big fat fucker, and it goes underneath that cross member. I had to make all this custom setup, which I'm going to completely change because it's just a mess. And then I can't show you. I just cannot show you. If I flip the camera over, I might be able to show you underneath the cab where the prop shafts go. I don't think I can though. That's down there. Yeah, I just can't show you at this moment in time. If people do want to see stuff, I'll make another video on it. But I decided I better make another video, let people see it. It's a fun build. It's interesting. And like I say, if it snows, I will take it out and we'll have some fun with it. And next year I may end up taking it to a pay-in-place place and we will try and break it. If we can break it, then we've obviously had fun. At the moment, I've pinched some of the stuff off it. So right now the poor thing's running naturally aspirated. Bit of a shame. It's not a shame, it's just a bit gutless. I'll just shut that. No, when I was trying to pull up that hill, it was struggling to pull itself along in first gear. And I stopped on the hill, and that was after that. I did get it past, but it was a bit of a penny house. There's a hornet there. Oh, nice. Nice. I've always wanted a hornet. Anyway, thank you for watching. If there's anything you want to know, leave a comment, let me know. I'll make a clip on it. Job done. Cheerio. Oh, there's pretty much bottle there. Yeah. So it does get used. Just for clearing up falling over trees and that, but it does get used. No, it works well for this sort of thing. Light duty, got a nice big bed just to carry shit. Yeah, really handy. Yeah, so there you go. Thought I'd just show you this. I might even take a picture, put it on Facebook. Oh, yep, yeah. There you go. Anyway, it should be. She's awesome. Yeah, then I've got a few other clips you'll be able to see. I might not even say any. This might blank off, but who knows. Yeah, no, it works well. Anyway.